Hello, viewers. Welcome to this yet another episode of our program. We love you very much, and we've been watching and reviewing your comments and your reactions in our Facebook page. We actually say you are awesome people, and God will definitely bless you. Today, we want to talk on a topic: graduate unemployment in Nigeria, and the factors that necessitates graduate unemployability. Today, I have in my guest a man who studied mathematics and statistics plus computer science. He is a man that, if I'm to say, has done very well for himself, irrespective of the course he studied. So I want to find out today whether the course a person studying university has anything to contribute to what the person becomes eventually, or if it is personal development that characterize maybe the heights any person can attain in life. Today, my audience, help me welcome in this studio a man that is of timber, caliber, and plywood. He's no other person but Alex Ifeanyi JP. You are welcome.
Welcome, my big brother.
Thank you, Alex.
Welcome.
Alex has been a very good partner in progress.
Well done, no.
Yes. Alex is, in biology, there's what you call dipo. That is something that is so versatile. Adaptability. Alex is such a person that can contribute on any subject matter at any time.
Yes.
Before now, of course, our audience, you've been talking and making arguments whether God is existing or not, but today we are changing the narrative to even educate you to things that are very close to your doorsteps. Like I said, Alex, today when you go to the streets, you begin to hear remarks like there are no jobs in Nigeria, there are no jobs, government should create jobs and all of those things. And when you come to critically look into it, you discover that it's not that there are no jobs, but there are some students or some graduates, who are not employable. I mean that sometimes there might be a job opportunity, and when you even invite them, maybe to interview them,
yes,
whether they will fit into the opportunity, you discover that those people have nothing to offer. And companies, they don't employ person, they employ value.
Yes.
Do you understand? So why do you think that many graduates today are not employable?
Okay. First of all, I want to greet our audience, the people that watch us. I want to greet you very well. My man here is always doing very well and so vocal and is able and capable. So, about the question he asked, we have so many problems in this country, especially when it comes to our youths or graduates. Some of these problems, one, is that our people don't know that what propels a man is mostly talent and not paper certificate.
Excellent. Talent, not paper certificate.
Yes. Paper certificate has nothing to do with what you will offer to the community or to the society.
All right.
Yeah, because that is what even brought our economy down, because our people will say, I graduated with PhD, I've gotten my PhD, I have my master's, I have this, I studied. No, what we are talking about is the value. What can you offer?
Yes.
Not what is written on your certificate.
Excellent.
So, what we should rely on is talent. Once you are talented, read towards your talent. If you know what you are good at, what you can do very well, study, channel your educational program towards that talent you have, so that when you come out, you won't even need a job.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. You've heard it all, that what we as people need is talent, not necessarily paper certificate. Alex, when you ask a Western man, why is he going to school? Perhaps he will answer that he wants to acquire knowledge for the sake of solving problem. But in African context, we go to school because we want to become rich. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, when we were growing up, our uncles will always tell us, go to school. After your graduation, I will give you a job in oil company, in banks, and all of those things.
Yes.
And upon graduation, you discover that there are no jobs anywhere that your uncle can offer to you.
Yeah.
Now, I want to even ask you, may you just highlight on this. Do you think that a course a man or a woman studied in university has anything to contribute to what he becomes in life?
Yeah, the truth is, one, it has a lot to contribute anyway, both positively and negatively.
Okay.
Because you may say, after all, I'm a medical doctor, I studied medicine, I'm a medical doctor, I'm supposed to be a doctor. You will see opportunity that came your way because of the talent you have. You said you dish it away because you read medicine in the university. Okay. So you want to practice a doctor in the hospital. No. What you should watch closely is that thing that gives you joy when you are doing it. And you can do it perfectly well. Okay. Those things, if you do them, people will be commending you, hey, you are doing very well. Look at this man, for example, Sophia. Mm-hmm. Did he study any theater art or something like that? No. He was, I thought, electric and electronics engineering. Yes. So why should he now stop acting because he studied the electric and electronics engineering in the university? But he did well and he's still doing well in that field. So what I'm talking about is that our people should not base their study on, or their what they will be in life on what they studied.
Excellent.
That is when you want to be productive in the society, because the problem bedeviling this country is our inability to produce something before eating something. Okay. We are just eating without production. We are eating all your money. We are not producing anything. And that is why the economy is going down.
Okay, according to Alex actually is trying to plagiarize Peter Obi, who said that Nigeria, we are a consumer country and we are not a producer country. Yes. Okay, Alex, from your analysis, I can validate the claim of a man called Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln said, and I quote, that men are unfit when fit in an unfit fitness. That is to say, a man can never do well when he finds himself in a sector, in a field that is actually not where he has passion, instinct, and skills to thrive.
Yes.
On this note, you also said that people should look for what works for them.
Yes.
And maybe cherish it and tailor their academic pursuit towards that. Not necessarily because you want to.
Your friend.
Yeah, you know. So some people will always say, "I want to be a medical doctor. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a lawyer." And over time, you've not discovered whether that lawyering or that practicing of medicine, if that is actually what you are. You have the innate,
what you are built for.
What you are built for. What you have the innate ideas to doing. For this reason, today we want to dissect what are those courses that you consider very juicy, and after graduation you think that after studying this course I will never lack job, I will never lack money. But over time, when you go to the streets, you discover that a lot of people who have gone through the same road have graduated and yet they are not at the apex of their life today. The same way I'm asking you, Alex, there are some courses today we study in the university, and when you come to the labor market, you've never heard any company or industry make adverts and require such courses for employment.
For example, my own course.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I think this is my over 17 years postgraduate experience. I have never seen any advert, either in newspaper or anywhere, where they require philosophy, languages and linguistics, mathematics, religion, human kinetics. Do you understand?
Mathematics is only for teachers.
History. Do you understand? So there are some courses today that if after studying them, you don't expect any government to employ you. You don't also expect any company to employ you. It therefore means that after studying that course, you need to go what is called personal development. I think that is what you mean.
Yes.
So, Alex, do you think that such courses that don't have any productive relevance to our society today, do you think that government should scrap them away or they should modify them?
No, let's come to reality here. Yes. The reality is not that those courses are not relevant.
Okay.
They are very, very relevant. But because of we are living in a third world, or should I say fourth world country, so they are of no use. For example, when I was in the university, they were teaching us one course. They call it complex analysis. Okay. That complex analysis is a kind of mathematics that is so difficult. So, and then asked our lecturer, one professor from Enugu that time, excuse me, sir, what is the area of application of this course after graduation? What are we going to use this course
for? That's
after graduation. So can you explain to me? He said, okay, tomorrow I will tell you. Then tomorrow when he came, he asked, where is that Oguta? I said, sir. I said, okay, let me answer your question. This course was the reason why Oyibo people were able to develop, to identify when aeroplane, the pressure on aeroplane will be lower on the ground and when it will be higher.
Yeah.
So that is why they were able to determine when a plane at a certain speed, the pressure will be higher in such a way that a plane will now be lifted up and it will start flying. Okay. I said, okay, so you are now expecting me after reading mathematics, statistics, and computer science in EBSU or reading this particular course as my major distance. I will now go out there to look for where they are.
Aeroplane. Aeroplane is having a higher weight on the ground or whether it's having a... Okay, that is fine. You see, from what Alex said now, many of our university professors and teachers or say lecturers, they magnify some courses while we are in the university and making us to, or giving us hope that upon graduation, that course can bake bread for us. But eventually when you graduate, you discover that that course may not necessarily bake bread. You need to buy your own flour and all the tools and start baking the bread yourself. Okay, Alex, do you think that there are some courses today that guarantee juicy employment or wealth upon graduation?
Well, there are certain courses, if you read them, because you will be self-employed.
All right.
The only course that will help you is a course that will make you self-employed.
Like which one?
Like in terms of medicine, you know, we lack doctors in so many places.
Yes.
Even in so many countries, not only in Nigeria. We lack nurses, builders, like building technology. You can come out and establish your own company and start building for people. We have courses like if Adibim will have land, enough land and mechanized agriculture, agricultural equipment and all these things. Agriculture is even a lucrative course, but you know, people run away from it here.
Yes.
They say, he's reading agric, he's reading, what is agric? But it's unfortunate we don't even know the importance of agriculture and we are suffering it today. Okay. So those are the courses that those courses can give you automatic employment when you graduate. But it doesn't mean that you are going to be the richest, because what people think about now is, I want to be the richest in my community, I want to be this, I want to be... The person that will be the richest in your community will be even a third class graduate or somebody who just finished secondary school and did not go to the university. Before you finish university and come back home, you will see buildings everywhere. Say, now this guy built them. So that is why it does not necessarily depend on a course you studied, but on your approach to life, your ability to take business risk.
Okay, your ability to take business risk. Yes, that is very, very important. In that note, I want to say that success is not a factor of what you study or not what you study. Rather, success or employment is a factor of personal development and skills. Okay, Alex, you discover sometimes that somebody perhaps who studied maybe philosophy, let me use that as a case study. Somebody may study philosophy and he'll be looking for a job in an oil firm where they apply basically scientific theories and methodologies. And perhaps because of one connection or the other, the person may eventually get a job in oil firm. Do you think that person will thrive well in that firm?
To thrive well, how? There's no way the person will thrive well. For example, you see those courses, they will tell you you can work anywhere.
Yes.
You can work in any office. You can work in any place. Those courses are, in fact, it is a kind of, I don't know how to say it, it's kind of consolation. You are being so you can walk in anywhere.
Okay. So my audience, at any time any person tells you that you can walk anywhere after studying a particular course, just know that that course has no
it has no value.
It has no value.
They told me when I was reading mathematics.
Yes. Okay.
As a mathematician, unless you can work in a bank,
yes.
you can work in a computer house, you can work in even in agriculture, you can work in this table. You see, it is mathematics, triangular, rectangular. Yes. This, that's why they produce this table, this chair, this shirt, this. Even you can become a teller or everything. I said, okay. Since my course involves everything, I can walk anywhere. Let me go and read it. Okay. But when I came out, the only advert I used to hear they would write mathematics is teacher. Come and teach. Only teaching job. That's
so
all.
Even in engineering firm, you've not heard or you've not seen where they made an advert and requires mathematician.
Do we have engineers in Nigeria except those constructing road and
and those constructing road, they don't need mathematicians?
You must have to be pure engineer or something like that. All the companies, they want engineers to come and work. The civil engineer.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Do you think that all these courses they refer to as professional courses? Do you think that any person that graduates from such department, does he or she require, or is it possible that he can work in any other place apart from that streamlined profession? Take for example, when you want to study banking in a university, it is assumed arguably that when you graduate, you should work in the banking sector, right?
Yes.
But many a times you discover that even the banks are saturated with those who never studied banking and finance, as the case may be. Now, do you think that people should begin to practice what they study? That is my question.
Yeah, in ideal world, that's how it's supposed to be. That's what is supposed to be obtainable in ideal world. But the country we are in now, I'm afraid such is not obtainable. The highest they will tell you, you just get them, you train them. Then after training them, then you employ them. So that's what they usually do. You will see some people, you will see some, the only area where you work in a department or in a place where you did not study anything about it is like when you're a medical doctor, you work with police, work with army, you work as also a medical doctor and not as ordinary army.
Yes.
When you're an engineer, you can work in such a professional field as, but it will be that your professional, not that you are going to work as a different person. But when you go to the bank now or go to some of those places, you see people who are a friend or brother to the brother of the sister to the father of the owner of the establishment. They will be there working no matter what they studied.
All right, thank you very much, Alex. Of course, you know, there are some courses today that have no, or let me say, there are some courses that don't impart special skill upon their students. For example, psychology, sociology, philosophy, English language and literature, languages and linguistics, history. All these courses don't impart any special skill that is of high demand in the labor market to their students. Now, do you think that students who graduate from such courses should begin to look for jobs without any other personal development or acquiring of special skills that can make them employable in the labor market? Or do you think that upon graduation they can just carry their certificate, I'm a graduate, please employ me, yet they have nothing to offer?
Well, it is always good to train yourself more when you are done with schooling. So it's always good to train yourself more, but you don't even say that those who study English language and some of those courses you mentioned that they are not impactful. They are in a way, and it could be used very well. One is that when you study English language now, there is what we call importance of communication. Communication in good English. For example, You see, I did not study anything about English language in the school. I can only write. I learned how to write on the street. So, but in terms of English language, I know nothing about English language. And I have this biological effect of pronouncing words very well.
Yes,
so if I
yes.
pronounce words now, and I'll pronounce it in my Eza language. You'll be hearing Eza in my English words. That is
the same thing applies to myself. So,
so if I studied English language now,
you'll be able to
yes, they will know, so that you can communicate fluently, and you will even tell audience that their mama will buy and their mother, their papa will buy, and they will be happy because of the fluency of your grammar. So, but
okay, that's fine. But are we supposed to study English since it is our lingua franca? Yeah. A language that you start speaking from when you were a child, growing up. You start acquiring the vocabulary from when you were a child until you die. Do we still need to go and study it specially? Just like it's like saying, for example, you are from Eza and you are going to study Eza language, which is already part and parcel of you. Is it not? How do you see it?
It's good because knowledge you acquire, the one you acquired from home is still informal aspect of it.
Yes.
Because we have formal and informal education.
Yes,
the language you studied and acquired from the house is a formal. You are still on the informal stage.
Yes.
But when you come to the formal stage, you know how that language is being spoken to people outside or new people in your community, or the right standard in speaking that language. So if you just acquire it from your mother, your papa, you can use it anyhow.
All right. Okay. Alex, thank you very much. You know, our audience, the essence of this show is for us to maybe throw more light on some of the controversial issues, on some of the things that bedevil us in the society. And Alex has done very well today by telling us that it is very important to study any course, irrespective of whichever. Rather, after studying the course, you may not necessarily use the same certificate acquired there to get job. Rather, you can develop yourself and perhaps take the risk of business. I think that was what you said.
Yes.
Take the risk of business.
Yes.
And dare the impossible.
Yes, because your children will not inherit your certificate.
Yes.
Your children will not inherit your job. Once you are dead, they will not replace you with your son.
No.
But in your business, your son will replace you. You can will your business to anybody. So you see that your business is inheritable.
Yes.
So when you base your achievement and everything on certificate, that certificate is of no use, because one, your level of wealth will be limited.
Yes.
Even when you work with a particular company, there are a kind of money you acquire. The company will call you FCC now to come and investigate this man.
Yes,
you are working under me and you are so rich like this. Where are you coming from? But when you establish a business and you are living as a CEO yourself, you can, heaven is your limit. So that is it.
That's beautiful. From what Alex have just said, it simply means that the ultimate means to success is business and innovations. That our certificates so far acquired are not guaranteed that you are going to be successful in life. And you should know, success happens in 3 dimensions. Alex, can you just tell us how does success happen to a person? Is it by opportunity? Is it by chance? Is it by the personal acquisition of knowledge or skills? How can somebody become so successful in life?
Success mostly lies on talent.
Okay.
Yes, success mostly lies on talent. When you are talented in a particular field, it is highly probable that you will succeed. Okay. You will be successful in that field.
Excellent.
Yes. So, but in this, another thing, effort. Much effort. You have to strive to make it happen. Not saying, since I am talented in this field, I'll just go and fold my hand and relax. No, you can't fold your hands and relax. You have to work towards it. So hard work.
Yes.
Discovering the area you can do well on time. Discovering it on time. When you discover it late, you will just feel bad about it. So if you discover it on time, and consistency. Another thing that kills success is You know, I told you earlier that I don't know how to make some
Procrastination, yes.
make some pronunciation.
Yes,
so
yes.
procrastination can
Yes.
also finish you. So now, when you discover a particular field you are going to do well, or you think you will do well, or you know is your talent, pursue it with hard work, diligence. Don't sleep over anything. Don't persevere and make sure that all those things you think you will do it immediately. Don't wait, say maybe next tomorrow or something like that. And another important thing, don't wait for help.
Oh.
Never you wait for help.
Oh, don't wait for help.
Yes.
Never you wait for any person to help you.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes.
You know, I've come across many graduates. Many of them were my mates, still today, hoping that their siblings, either elder sibling or younger sibling, that work in so firm or so place, has the connection and the authority to recommend or to give them employment.
Yes.
And because of this, it creates laziness in them. Do you understand it?
Yes.
So it simply implies that whenever you are banking on any particular person to maybe lift you off poverty from your poor status, it might even demoralize you.
Yes.
And deny you of experimenting things that you would have ordinarily do and you will excel in life.
Yes.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's very
For
important.
this reason, our audience, going to school is very important, but there is no certificate I've come across that they wrote, having passed through so university or so department, we are giving you this certificate as a guarantee to success.
That you must be rich.
Be rich. No. And success and richness is a product of personal commitment,
Yes.
diligence, and according to Alex, avoidance of procrastination.
Yes.
Stop procrastinating. Take up the bull by the horn at the moment.
Yes.
Remember, there is an English proverb that says procrastination is the thief of time.
Yeah.
The more you continue procrastinating, the more you continue to fail.
Yes.
And when you don't start to experiment your skills, those skills might die off with you eventually.
Okay,
And those skills might be the things that will prepare you or will catalyze your development and success. But because you are redundant, waiting for one elder brother or elder sister,
to help.
waiting for one uncle or there or here to come and take you and put you in the presidency office, and from there you can sprout out. It doesn't work that way. Even that your elder brother need help.
Yes.
Even that person you are thinking that will help you, him too also need help. But he might not come to tell you because one, life is about packaging. Do you understand? All right, Alex, back to you again. We were talking about some courses people study and some that are able to quickly bake bread for them, and many others that will take a marathon way before they could be able to make a living. Now I want to ask you, do you think that today, in Nigeria today, that digital skills is the main thing, not just in Nigeria but globally? Digital skills is the main thing, even medical doctors.
It is the main thing. No, I'm
Yes.
not even allow you to finish because without digital skills, I don't know who you wouldn't even have known Alice.
Yes,
Because after
it was digital skills that connected the two of us.
Exactly.
And one thing is this: there is no company today that you go that don't use laptop
Yes.
or
Yes,
desktop.
or social media.
Do you understand it?
apps.
So all of these things are
Yes.
the trending things that can make you to be employable as a graduate.
Exactly.
And many students or many graduates today, over 10 years of graduation, have never considered it necessary to go and upgrade themselves by acquiring one digital skill or the other.
Yes.
Now they are still banking and relying that I study so course and this course, and for this I will get job. Yet time is going.
Yes.
Do you think that those people are maybe doing themselves well, or they are the ones deceiving themselves?
You've just said it all.
Okay.
They are the ones deceiving themselves now, because you cannot just come after studying, you now relax and say, I must get this particular job, or I must get this one. First of all, studying and thinking that after you finish you are going to get a job is a mistake.
Yes.
It's always a mistake.
Yes, I love this.
As you are studying, you have to be looking around, looking for business you will join after when you graduate. What university does to a man is, or a woman, it gives you that exposure you need in life. It makes you to walk with your shoulders high. It gives you that confidence, both academically and in the society. You will now know that you have come out as an adult who is ready to establish him or herself. So you will fear nobody. You go into the field with your shoulder side. So that's what it gives. If you are thinking about coming out to go and get a lucrative job, to go and get this, you are making a mistake, because that lucrative job will always pay you salary. And a salary earner is not a rich man.
Oh, very good. No matter how much.
No matter how much you earn.
But there's some people that earn 5 million per month.
Yes, they earn 5 million per month. But now a rich man is paying them.
Even those people earning 5 million per month,
yes,
they are being paid by a rich man,
yes,
who may not have acquired any formal education.
That is it.
Oh my God.
That is it.
So our beautiful audience, you have learned it from the horse's mouth that our certificate or our education is not a guarantee that we are going to be successful.
Yes.
No. Rather, we should always strive for personal development and acquire those skills that will help us to fit into the trending realities.
Yes.
Like today, like I said earlier, digital skills is the main thing today in globally, yes. Digital skills. And many of our graduates, if you give them maybe laptop or any ICT gadget, they may not know what to do with it.
Yes.
And those same persons are the ones at home complaining that they don't have a job. Those some persons are the ones still relying on their uncles, their elder siblings, their fathers and their relatives. Please give me a job. And sometimes when you watch movies, you may even see like people like Zubi Michael or Yul Edochie, they will carry gun to go and shoot their uncle or their father that they didn't give them job or give them whatever.
They help them.
And you may not know that those people that you are thinking should help you, they may need help more than you.
Yes.
They may need help more than yourself.
Yes.
So what we are encouraging you today, Alex and myself, go out there as a graduate.
Yes.
Acquire skills that will help you to become employable, sorry.
Yes.
Digital skill today is the main thing.
Yes.
Alex here is an expert in Facebook monetization process.
Yes.
And of course, you know, Facebook is a digital
company
on the digital platform.
The digital platform.
If you need any guide, if you need any person to coach you on how to monetize your Facebook and begin to earn in dollars, contact Alex. He's a digital skill expert.
Thank you. And how to recover a hacked Facebook account, Instagram account, WhatsApp account, anything hacked, including website.
Yes.
So I can do that comfortably well. So that's the one I've learned.
Yes.
And thank you.
And that, okay, Alex, let me even ask you. Since you finished studying mathematics and statistics and whatever that is added as a suffix to it,
yes,
have you gotten a job based on what you studied?
For where? I was only called to come and teach in one private school where they will be paying me 4,000 naira
per month.
Per month. So that time, after looking at it, I said, okay. I went there 2 times. So after teaching the students, I left. I started waiting for help. I waited for help, so thinking that some of my brothers and some people will help me. Then on the long run, I discovered that those people I was expecting to help me, they need help. So I said, okay, let me quickly go and see if I can help myself. Thank God for Facebook.
And since then, you've never got any employment based on the fact that
I don't even know anything about certificate. I don't even.
Okay.
If not because of because I am my business now has a lot to do with the field, my field.
Yes.
I would have forgotten my course. Yes, I would have forgotten the course I studied.
So that is to tell you, our audience, that it is not what you study that matters what you become in life. What actually determines what you become in life is your determination to make a change in your life.
Yes.
Is your determination to change the narrative of your life. You may see that the trajectory you are going through at the moment is not leading you to that destination you ever desire. Therefore, we implore you this afternoon, try to reverse. Shake around yourself. There must be 1 or 2 things God has endowed upon you that you can do. And through that, you will make a living. You make a living.
Yes.
Alex just told you that he studied mathematics, but he never used the certificate one day. But I can tell you, he's a big boy. He has a car. He has a family. He's living well. He has been making money. In fact, through me, Alex, for the fact that he has special skills that I always need, and I have some clients that always need that special skill, I always refer them to him, and he charges them in millions.
Yes.
They pay in millions, and he has been making a lot of money. And like I'm telling you, our audience today, education is good. Going to university is the ultimate, beautiful. Everybody will always say that. It is the normal preaching everybody hear from childhood. Go to school, go to school, go to school. But despite going to school, look for what works for you. If it is business, like Alex said, take business risk. Venture into one business. Understand it. Understudy the business and start working out how to succeed in that business. Remember, there's one person that said, he said that Igbo apprenticeship has produced more millionaires than our universities put together.
Yes.
In that case, those people that go through apprenticeship program, many of them don't go to university, of course, you know.
Don't you know that Ekele Chiku, Izuchiku, New Tazan, and the rest of them, they were under Louis Ojukwu, the father of Ojukwu. Who gave them those lorries, who they were his drivers.
Okay.
And later he said to them, those Izuchiku, Ekele Chiku, them, we used to hear that time. Those first billionaires of Igbo origin, they were servants of Louis Ojukwu's father. So that is the truth.
Okay, Alex, can you recap and tell our audience what you feel that we guarantee their success despite certificates?
Okay, as we are about to wrap it, I want to call on our audience. Please be focused. Don't look sideways. Don't drag with anybody. Be focused, be calculative, discover your talent and discover it on time. As I said earlier, don't wait for anybody to help you. Try to help yourself. And again, don't think that everybody that is doing big boy is rich and you continue to look at that person and forget where you are going. Look at your own self and don't compete with anyone. Don't compete with anyone. Compete with yourself. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Compare yourself with yourself. Make good use of your brain. Work hard. Persevere. Every time is not Christmas period. Just use the one you have, the little grace you have, develop it, make sure that you grab the opportunity, any opportunity you see, grab it and make good use of it, and success will be yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Okay, our beautiful audience, today we are drawing a curtain at this particular juncture. I want to tell you that we are not condemning any department or any course of study in the university, no. Rather, we want to expose some of their inefficiencies. Those courses that, of course, you know that after studying them, they are not guaranteed to baking bread for you. We want to see if those courses can be modified such that there will be some special impact such courses can make in your life. Upon graduation, you'll be able to either make a living for yourself without any government employment, or that companies will sort for you based on the fact that you have acquired social skill, and that skill is going to bring about value in their firm or in their company. For today, we are saying we love you very much. Thank you very much.
This is Swag Films TV. Subscribe now.